first taste. Oh my god, I'm gonna drink with the lid on it. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of What the Fizz, which is sparkling reviews for fools. Our guest today is Mick Foley, baby. Actually, the picture up there is signed by Mick Foley. I got to meet him twice. One time with tacks sticking out of him from the Edmonton show here at Backlash 2004 against Randy Orton. For all you wrestling nerds out there. But yeah. We're bringing you today the sparkling ice. So we got the sparkling ice here, 0 calorie carbonated beverages, sparkling ice, coconut, pineapples, random ass flavor, and we got some other random ass flavor with the cherry limeade, and the coconut ananas. Yep. So that's what we're gonna be reviewing today. Sparkling water. What is it typically? Sparkling ice. It typically goes for, like, let's say you go somewhere like No Frills, right? Be like $1 or $1.25 each, right? Pretty good deal when you get the 503 milliliters. Weird. 503. Still don't understand that. 503 milliliters. You usually get it for about $1.50, $1.25, you know, on sale for $1, right? Haven't really seen these guys in packs. They got a whole bunch of random different flavors, to be honest with you. But for this guy here, they just seem to be doing a pretty good job with the pricing. And let's just see how it all pans out. First one on the map here, we got the coconut pineapple. Let's give that the first taste. Oh, yeah. First taste. Every day, first taste. Oh my god, I'm gonna drink with the lid on it. Let's fix that cap. Awesome. We're gonna get here with that first taste. Oh, it's the coconut. You're a nut. You're crazy in the coconut. Frontier Psychiatrist. Check that video out by the Avalanches. If you're high, especially. Or Pickle Surprise. Dude, you won't regret it. Or you definitely will. Check it out. Anyhow, we're getting here with the first taste on the coconut pineapple. Now, mid to lower range carbonation. And it seems like at first when you take the first sip, that carbonation is going to be kicking ass straight through. But it actually dips down a little bit. Not necessarily for a bad way or anything like that of that sort of nature. But it does a fantastic job, I find. Interesting mix, right? With the pineapple and the coconut. Very two distinct flavors. And they managed to do themselves good. Blending perfectly well together. Like, it's unreal that they actually did that way. It tastes very juicy, right? Like, if you were like, what I mean by that is, like, it tastes like a juice just with a little bit of carbonation in it, right? So if you're not a fan like that and you're more of a fan of like the straight, like pop, soda, fizz, punch to the nuts type type flavoring, then this might not work as well for you, and especially when they're going outside the box with the coconut pineapple. Gotta give them credit. First taste, very good, lingers on decently enough. Doesn't really dip out or anything like that. Get a little bit of that flavor afterwards, but not quite. I have to give them credit on this guy here with the creativity as well. I'm going to give it a 9.0 for that first taste. I'm going to give it an 8.8 for that aftertaste. They do a very fantastic job. I just think that, like, if I overindulge on something like this, I could get bored of it, you know, and I might need something new to, like, change it up and go with the flow with the flavor and everything like that. So, for that reason, I mean, I think that the balance is going to be really good. Yeah, we're going to give the balance there a good 8.9 rating, just because it kind of, like, fits within that spectrum. But they do a fantastic job, I think. I think they just, they know how to kind of make everything appropriate to what people like. It's just, you know, again, I prefer that higher range carbonation. They tease it a little bit there on that first taste, and then it dips down on that aftertaste, right? And that's kind of why I had the rating system the way that I did. So, moving along here, going on to the smoothness factor. Do they make it smooth? Yes, they actually did. They made it pretty smooth there, considering that the coconut and the pineapple are two distinct flavors that are like usually polar opposites, right? I'm pretty sure that they just basically put in like a subtle amount of each one, kind of dip their toes in it a little bit, but it flows really well when it's coming out here into the sparkling ice drink. So for that reason, I'm going to give them credit on that for the smoothness. Smoothness is going to be a 9.0. Move it along here to the flavor. Now the flavor, I definitely have to give them about a 9.3 on the flavor here, because what they've done here is they've taken two ambitious flavors and they've actually made it not only edible and, you know, worthy enough for your taste buds to enjoy, but they made it in a certain manner that it's like, you know, it's subtle enough where it kind of meets together really well, but it doesn't like make you, no, I'm not having any more of that. Like it actually, you know, there's something that I definitely buy back again. Is it like a preference of something that I would get like all of the time? No, definitely not. But just have to give them the credit on the points there for Sparkling Ice to do do themselves pretty good justice with that. You know, give them credit for sure. Overall value, that's what it leads to. I'll have to give this guy about a 9.2 for the overall value. Everything said and done, you know, they've done a really fantastic job. Bridge the gap on that a little bit higher than what I did with that first overall rating with that. I'm just trying to be fair here. Like I would probably rate a little bit lower given the fact that it doesn't have that carbonation that it's holding on to after that first taste. But we're gonna give it a 9.2, and you know, kudos on the coconut pineapple blend. Moving right along here, we're gonna get a cherry limeade with that first taste. Ooh, baby, that was a good one. Slam that bad boy down. Whoa. Whoa. Drinking Drano, man. Holy, cleaner from under the sink. Not gonna lie. It tastes like, in a way, and I'm not trying to be rude, but in a way it tastes like that cherry medicine, but if you mixed it with like what the smell is like with the chemicals from underneath the sink, that's kind of like what that's going on there with that first taste. I know what they're trying to do here with the lime and everything, but I think what they should have done is made things a little bit more subtle like they did with the coconut pineapple, because the cherry, it doesn't really have that proper balance with the lime. They got that like tinge, like after effect of the lime like you do with the Bud Light lime and all that crap. But that cherry is just so overwhelming that even after when you feel that, you taste that lime pretty good, it kind of goes away. It's cut off by the strength of the cherry, and I just find that to be overwhelmingly not necessarily good. So first taste on that, kind of a letdown a little bit there. Too much, like it's still like that cherry on my tongue, man. I'm gonna give it a 7.1. Aftertaste, you know, kind of have that cherry lingering. 7.0, 7.1 and a 7.0. Balance on that, it's kind of doing its own thing. It's all over the place. I give them credit for being ambitious enough and creative enough to dive into the depths of the pools of the, you know, where everyone else doesn't want to go into, right? But I'm gonna have to give the balance here about a 7. Smoothness, man. I mean, in terms of the smoothness, ignore like a little bit of that flavor and the weird way that it kind of plays out. Yeah, you know what? I would have to say the smoothness on this, I'll give it a little bit more credit just because it does go down pretty smooth at that mid to lower range carbonation. Not that I'm necessarily a big fan of that, but we're gonna give that guy a 7.6, which leads us to the flavor. And the flavor, okay, points for creativity, but the flavor just like too overbearing on the cherry, so we're gonna just sit here with the flavor at the 7.0 mark. That basically takes everything and puts it right at the 7.2 for the overall value. So we'll just sit there. There's not too much to say about this other than it's just like, I can't get this medicine taste out of my mouth. And I don't know, maybe I would buy it back, maybe if I was desperate and there was nothing else on the shelf kind of thing. And again, it's just my preference. It's just someone who loves cherry, maybe they like that, but it just gives them that feeling like, I got a cold, I'm just taking some medicine, you know. I just think it could do so much better without having that kind of taking place and taking effect on my life, man. Why do this in my life, man? No, it's just to each their own, right? Which leads us to the last round, and you know, with the final fusion, which this is, I don't think this is gonna play out too well. It's where I take a dab of the Tabascus Maximus hot sauce Tabasco, And then I just mix the other two and just to see if I make a funny face and creep out you MFers out with how weird I look, or you're just not going to tune into the rest of the video. It's totally up to you. Oh, I got hot sauce in my cut. Fuck. Ah! 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 Dude, I'm convinced that this thing tastes better with a mix of coconut, pineapple, and the Tabasco. Okay, maybe not Tabasco, but you know what I'm saying. Ooh. Spicy. Oh yeah, that elevates the spice up a little bit. Kind of punch you in the throat a little bit there, but then it like balances out. It's not even that bad. I gotta stop doing this Final Fusion stuff. It's defeating its entire purpose. It just makes me look like I'm doing something weird and nothing's going on from it. So, it is what it is. But, you know, that being said, I really do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate it if you guys drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys in the next videos, and we'll just keep trucking along with these and see how far we can take it in this season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys stay real, and I will definitely stay caveman. Thanks, guys.